Yeah, let's kick it off with the news that shook South Africa to the core this afternoon. And I'm sure some people are still quite in disbelief around FIFA's confirmation, a story that we broke on sabcsport.com just 2 weeks ago, that FIFA were going to start an investigation. And they've come out quickly with a final outcome that Bafana officially docked points. Now, the South African Football Association has responded around that ineligibility of Teboho Mokoena. And this is a statement. I'll read it to you quickly. We are deeply disappointed by this unprecedented outcome. And this is where it gets interesting. Delivered by a single-member panel without reasons and without giving SAFA a chance to represent legal arguments. We have requested written reasons and will lodge a formal appeal with FIFA's appeals committee within the 10-day window provided under FIFA rules.
Ngiyakuzwa Mazola, ngiyakubona nokushiwo SAFA lapha kodwa ke asibuke ukuthi yini phambi kwethu. What do we know for sure? But before we even go there, Klampo, I didn't give you an opportunity to speak about this earlier on. It's a big blow for us.
Big blow for us, and I don't think we wanted to go that route of now Rancher calculator trying to calculate our fate to the World Cup. But of course, we need to look at ourselves as South Africans, because I do believe that when our league is doing that much well in the world, I think this is the part where we should do a lot of things better.
So, you've worked in administration, you understand how it all works. The question being asked continuously is, whose fault is it, as if there's one person that is the one that should be blamed for all of this?
Well, normally the communications with regard to updates will always go to a team manager. But I also just feel the entire coaching staff should take the blame, because then what is the role of the goalkeeper coach, video analyst, assistant coach, and the entire team? Is to take stats, data, collect information so that they compile reports. And then you are able to say, okay, maybe Mokoena is not eligible to play this game because according to the technical reports, data, stats collected, he's got so many yellow cards. So I just think it's a collective error from everyone that is involved, because the job of the technical team is to support the head coach with data and stats.
So as it stands now, Nailoke and Jage, South Africa now second. We've got 14 points, but as it stands, of course, we have less goal difference at -3 compared to Benin's -4. This is because we've had 5 goals taken from us. The 2 goals that we scored against Lesotho, and then the 3 goals being docked for the ineligibility.
The 2 matches that are here at home, we need to make sure that we maximize. The 6 points we have to take the 6 point, of course, with a lot of goals, because then it will give us a position to sit on top of the log. Obviously, we cannot bank on anybody at this particular moment. We just make sure that we win our matches.
We can win our matches and score all of the goals. If Benin do the same, it's as simple as that. They go through. And as far as qualifying second is concerned, if you go look at those second position qualifiers, we're nowhere near the ballpark. Mazur.
Yeah, Andile, calculators are up, and I'll tell you who else has got a calculator in his end, but for a different reason. Coach Nasreddine Nabi, we are told, as per our understanding, the happenings out at Naturena, the reason why you haven't heard or seen any formal communications, that locked-in discussions between Kaizer Chiefs as well as Nasreddine Nabi around potential settlement thereof. The coach still had a 1-year contract, I believe, with an option to renew. So if you do the maths there, it's a full season alongside an extension, which was at the discretion of the club to renew. As soon as we have that story and the full information to take it forward, we'll let you know on sabcsport.com. We are going to stick with the Soweto Giants, Kaizer Chiefs, a story where my colleague Velile Mnyandu sat down with the sporting director at Kaizer Chiefs, Kaizer Motaung Jr., speaking around the loan policy of young players up and coming who some thought would get an opportunity elsewhere before the window slammed shut last week.
We had other plans for those young players, but they've done tremendously well, and it's sometimes better to to retain your young talent with you in the same environment, while they still get minutes maybe at TDC, but to be able to train with the first team, get that training, understand the game model, as opposed to just saying you're loaning a player for the sake of loaning a player. So I think it's a balance. It's a balance between how we manage the management, the minutes, the training preparation, and I think it's an ongoing process. At the same time, I mean, injuries happen. We know exactly the impact of injuries, so we're very mindful of the fact that you could loan out or remove certain players now, and you find yourself in a tough situation later.
Yeah, sticking with from one Soweto Giant to another, Orlando Pirates are preparing at the minute to face TS Galaxy tomorrow night at Orlando Stadium. I did catch up with coach Adnan Beganovic of the Rockets, who interestingly enough spoke about the two players that are currently doing well for the mighty Buccaneers. That's Lebone Siema as well as Mike Sibilibele.
For Mike, I know he just need a couple games to start to play, to go to the game, and then he have a quality to play. But from Siema Lebone, I'm surprised because, yes, how you say, we give him chance many times to try with him, and then he, some players need to change the club to show all potential. Maybe he feel that club it's a good opportunity for him, and he play well in last 6 games, 5 games. How much Orlando play? I think he play well. And then if he continue like that, he can be a good player for Orlando.
Let's wrap it up now. And Tatana did touch on this story, and he'll come up and explain it a little bit further for those who are still unsure. Over the weekend, SABCsport.com breaking that story around Chippa United sending a complaint to SAFA and the PSL about the conduct and the officiating of Ntate Khumalo when they played Sekhukhune last week. We are now hearing that the review committee is going to only make recommendations around whether the referee should be suspended or not, but Tatana will break it down. But those who want to put out a docket at the South African Police Services, it's up to the club. The review committee is not responsible of that. They are only supposed to make recommendations. But Tatana is going to come up and shake it all up.